Welcome back to Deprogramming the American Mind. I hope you saw my introductory video. If you haven't, please go back and just watch that. It's a little over 20 minutes long. I'm going to try to keep my videos short, under 10 minutes if I can, because I know people's time's valuable, and who wants to sit there and watch an hour worth of video and listen to some guy talk, right? So I'm going to try to keep these short and sweet. The original video that I posted was titled, "If what they're saying is true, then why are they lying to us?" And that's something I want you to get into your head, to start questioning what you've been told. And how did that come into my head? Where did I first hear that, or that whole idea of if what they're saying is true, why lie about it? It was about 10 years ago, when I really first started watching some YouTube videos, and there were a lot of people out there who were, at the time, you can't hardly find them now, I'm sure, they've been shadow banned and marginalized, and these conspiracy theorists, right? There are a lot of videos that people putting out about the Earth, about the flat Earth, right? There were a lot of them out there. I don't even know if you can find them anymore. I haven't even looked. But this one young man who was debating somebody else, he made this point, and it's a valid point. And he showed, he had documentation to back it up, regarding the scientific formula, the mathematical formula to determine the curvature of the Earth. Now, that mathematical formula has been publicized and posted for a long time, a couple hundred years at least, right? Because if the Earth is 25,000 miles in circumference at the equator, if we are indeed a globe like that, then this is the formula for calculating the curvature of the Earth. I don't recall it off the top of my head. It's like 8 feet per mile squared or something like that. And so it should be, scientifically, you should be able to test it and prove it, and over and over again. But in his research, he came across a book published by a scientist who had attempted to do just that, prove that formula, if not to prove it, to at least maybe refine it. And he published this work around the turn of the 20th century, early 1900s. And he lived in England, I believe. And he did these tests over and over again. And not only could he not get the results, because scientific experimentation, you do a test, an experiment, and you get the same results over and over again. That's how you prove something. Not only could he not get it over and over again, he couldn't even get it at once. And so in his mind, he published his works, he said, this formula is wrong. It's not. Whatever the curvature is, whatever the formula is, it's not this that we've been told for over 100 years now. So, and he published his work, and he was ridiculed and marginalized and all that. It's just, shut up, just accept it. He said, no, it's not. It's you can't repeat it. And so, 100 years goes past, and you got technology as it is today, and people with lasers and infrared cameras and high-powered, equipment to be able to do these tests. And you don't even have to be a scientist to do it. And this guy who did these videos, who I came across, he wasn't a scientist. But there were a lot of people, laymen, just going out there and trying to repeat these tests and determine what is the mathematical formula. And they couldn't figure it out. They couldn't solve it. And so this guy who was in this debate, he said, you tell me, what's the mathematical formula? Because it's already been proven that it is not what we've been told for the past couple of hundred years. It's not like 8 feet squared per mile. It's not. That's not it. Because that doesn't work anywhere on the planet. People have tried that experiment all over the world. With the internet, people can communicate. It doesn't matter where you are. You can do this experiment, and people have, and they can't repeat that formula. Whatever it is, it's not that. And so his point was, if what you're saying is true, if the Earth is a globe at 25,000 miles radius or circumference at the equator, if that's true, and then this formula would be right. But the formula is not right. So what is the actual shape and size of the Earth? Because we know what we've been told is wrong, right? In other words, if what you're saying is true, that the Earth is a globe at 25,000 miles circumference at the equator, why are you lying to us about the formula? Because the formula you're giving us doesn't work. Nowhere has that been proven to be true. In fact, every scientific experiment has proven it wrong. But if you question it, question the authority, question the official story, you're marginalized. You're a nut. Right? You're a conspiracy theorist. You're a flat earther. Well, you don't have to be a flat earther to say this mathematical formula doesn't work. Right? So you're the scientists. What is it? We can't even ask? No, you can't even ask. So that's just a little short video to try to get your mind thinking a little bit. Question everything. Just because it's science doesn't mean it's right. You know, science has changed constantly. The average lifespan of a scientific theory is less than 100 years. Usually it gives way to more scientific discovery and realization of things that are true that supplant the old theories, which makes you wonder, if Darwinism was true, why is it still a theory after 150, 60 years? I mean, come on. Darwin's, yeah, you keep that one up. Anyway, I hope you like and share this video just to get you thinking about some things. Talk to you later.